lag behind some of her East African counterparts, according to an economic outlook for the next year by NCBA Bank, where Kenya will grow by 6%, Tanzania and Rwanda are expected to grow by 6.1% and 7% respectively. The report further reveals that despite significant growth in agriculture and manufacturing, broad economic strain could see some sectors go below the pre-COVID levels, and this prediction, however, is good tidings to Kenyan companies working in other countries within the EAC. Agricultural output is expected to expand by about 5.0%, with agri-export expected to remain within their long-term average trend performance, while the manufacturing sector could remain weak at an annual growth of 2.6%, given the sustained household budgetary strain, while the overall infrastructure spent by both the government and private sector will see low growth of 4.0% in the construction sector.
You need to plan based on the best possible. And actually, very often, what you want is to survive difficult times, not necessarily to thrive in good times. You can thrive in good times, that's easy. But surviving difficult times is a much more, and you need to have the mindset. Because you're doing that so heavily, you now have to also look, how do you finance your other imports? So not only do you borrow from those capital goods, you actually go to the markets because you have access to the markets, and you also borrow from the markets now, similarly to finance. So all that is driving a very huge budget deficit, 8% per year for a couple of years. And then, of course, that is reflected in your current account.
Some of these adjustments on the monetary and fiscal side were always going to be hard, even if necessary. To be sure, the musings from the editorial I just captioned broadly demonstrates this fact, that whatever actions that are being taken are going to be hard.